Leading off for Competitive Edge, Coach, Logan Rogers.
I like Logan.
Logan had one of the better walk-up songs here for sure. Sugar Boom Boom. He's got his fame on some TikTok for you, buddy. It's probably
I heard that in the nightclub the other day.
On the mound is Andy Fitzak. Let's see where we go here. There we go, start him off with a ball. Coach, a little scouting, a little play-by-play for us here. It's a little unusual for first thing as Logan goes to their backside. Ground ball to Lloyd over to Canopy. That's going to retire the first one.
Absolutely.
See what Tyler does here. I believe he's going to go big fly. Tops it over to Fife. Fife's going to throw the new fad here for 4 years, the one hopper to first. He validates the argument that they could have been the fifth major team this year as Ryan Honeycutt hits one 500 feet high and 200 feet deep for the third out of the inning to Jeremy Yates.
You can't stop a Double-A team from having a good team that they've had for a couple of years and building them to turning into that. Correct,
I do agree with you. As Austin Dahl hits one to deep left, but it's not going to be deep enough, and that's going to be brought in versus a regular season performance because this is when it really matters. And Mr. Yates promptly murders one to right center, but I don't think it's going to run out of a little gas as Mitchell Lindensky runs it down right by the worth sign for the second out of the inning.
6 or 7 outs that other people can't make up the playing middle. Those outs are outs that the other team did not get. So even if he goes 0 for 5 and he makes 7 assists, you're +2 in the plus-minus.
Yeah, you're going to go with the hockey forte. I like it, Coach. But right here, he's that 0 for 1 as a fly out. So those guys can play ball, just nobody wants to look up there. There it is. Great adjustment right there. Rocket to right. I don't think Joe's ever hit the ball soft.
You know, I think I called timeout. Was he the guy who called timeout?
Yeah, last night.
I'm like, holy crap, this guy's coming up. His biceps just ran into the umpire as he walked in. And I'm like, you know what? Let me call timeout and tell him, hey, you know, the next guy might not be as big as this guy.
Yeah. Joe's definitely spent some time in the weight room. I think he's bench pressing Chevy trucks part-time.
But let me tell you, hitting a base hit here, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's a great adjustment.
Like, most guys, because they're playing for contracts next year because whatever, they have life problems. But, you know, they need the money. So the bottom line here is for him to go backside and hit a base hit is phenomenal. Here's another one.
There's another one followed up by center fielder Mitchell Lindensky, which is definitely going to set the table at second and third with nobody out. And in my opinion,
players on the right side of the field compared to 5. Take the law of averages and go that side.
Oh, there goes Caton.
That was
what you were talking about by Daniel Caton, Mark. How like he didn't get a hit his last at bat, but he just took a hit away. A young guy, I think, who's going to really start blossoming to his own. Had a coming out party this year for all intents and purposes, and I think he's only going to get better. Is Brandon Jackson, who definitely has light tower power, and he could. That's big time. And there goes Brandon trying to get a free ride here, but I don't know if that's going to clear the wall. Is he going to make it? Nope. Right to Yates at the gate. He's going to pull it in, but that's another good swing there, right? Because without the ball flying as much.
2 runs getting on the board is huge for Competitive Edge.
Correct. Filateo walks
a sign on the turf. And there he goes.
He's going to get out there. Matuzik's no way going to run that down. That's going to get another run home. I think they're going to wheel him here. There goes Filateo. I can't fathom that stop him as Farron Miller just does what he does and just find the open spot, go at it. Dunks in a double, and here we are, Competitive Edge. Goose egg in the first, and we got 3 up in the top of the second. And that'll bring Mr. Jason Branch, winner of multiple worlds, big-time player his whole entire career. A little injured here, a little bit of an injury bug with the knee, but you're not going to get an excuse out of Jason Branch. But team-first mentality from Jason, do what it takes to win all over the field at all times, and he's going to get the box here and take a whack and see if he can't get the 4th run of the inning in, Coach.
Yeah, and you know, listen, he's like the bad boy of USSSA. You know, Mags does the same thing. If you're going to talk the talk, walk the talk, he's one of those guys. He is the pumper. He's going to try to get everybody wild up and going. Whether he's successful or not, he's trying to keep his team up and fired up.
I absolutely agree. And at the end of 1.5, Competitive Edge jumps out to a 3-0 lead with
30,000%. You know, just nonstop playing. Did you know he played shortstop? You know, almost all his life.
Yeah.
And I go, listen, guys. Oh, there's a great base hit.
Simple swing through a big hole.
Yeah, Matusik's got all assets of the game. You know, just very high on him. But you know, and he does that to keep sure that his back elbow's in, and he's trying to keep that tucked in.
Great. It's 8-year-olds baseball. Tuck it in.
Tuck it in.
Flew out to right field here. Matusik's going to jog casually into second base by tagging up, and that's.
Hey, Farron is a simple pitcher, man.
Yeah. There's the swing.
Top hands it over.
He's going to get it down. He is going to get it down right there. That's going to bring home Matusik for Monster's first run of the game. Thank you, Lord. Real barn burner. One of the best dudes in softball going to come out there, and he's going to take a whack out. He drives it out to right center towards the rolling signs. Lindinsky on the run. He's going to wrap that up this inning here. Monsta is able to scratch one across.
Getting to the top of the lineup and then having to not finish it.
Hard smash down at third base. Austin Dahl with the one hop over the canopy is going to be picked up. That's the
Get on.
And Tyler missed the ball there. Going over to Fife Dog. One hopper to canopy. We got 2 up, 2 down. There it is. He pulls it again. That one's definitely going to be fair. And it's going to be out of here as well. Exactly what we talked about. You're in that situation. You got 2 outs. Your job here as the 3-hole hitter is, I got to figure out a way to get my team a spark. I'm going to try and go at it. Now, hopefully, that can loosen up the competitive edge team a little bit more.
Against us, just hitting the ceiling on us, trying to get our back shoulder.
Right, and there's Bolin again. Hits the rocket out there, but Mr. Yates is not going to let that fall, sir. Way too.
One run is better than no runs.
Static. There's no doubt in the world.
Good step back. Anyway, there's a base hit to right field. Hustling there, trying to see if they go for 2, but he pulls it back. Hey, good piece of hitting there. Lloyd's definitely pulling off the definite best costume for a castaway. Absolutely.
Tom Hanks lookalike.
Yeah, Wilson! Absolutely.
He's going to go down the left field line here. Has that got enough in it? No, Brandon Jackson's going to camp underneath that. That'll definitely let Steele Lewis tag up and get to second base. Nope, backside. Exactly where Farron set him up. 2 steps to the left. Thank you for coming.
Awesome dude. Just, he's got the body, the size for it.
And there it is, Mark. Exactly as you said.
Yeah.
I told you had a game plan. Wow, that was foul. I would love to see that on the replay. Yeah. Would you say who's got 3 inches?
No. The ball's got 3 inches.
Oh, I thought you meant somebody had 3 inches.
No.
That was going on, so he fouled out. Wow. Kind of shocked.
Yeah. The ball.
Let's take a look at it right there.
Right there.
Ooh, ball over to me. We got to get a replay.
Oh, my Lord. Let me tell you, I know we're probably going to break right now. Hopefully they keep us on for a sec. But, wow, that is close, and he has a right to argue. It's just get helpers through something out there.
That's Bonnie and Mark and my niece Gianna, as well as my niece Viana Lou. As we keep things rolling here, Lindinsky grounds a short. Nice play by Fife. Charged it, picked it up, and showed his arm off right there through, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
And that's through all the games. I know there's been a couple high-scoring games. As Mr. Roxby mishits the bejesus out of that, used his DeMarini end cap over to Fife. There it is. Folks, I don't want to say I may know the pick 6 tonight, but you want to get me for 6 numbers, it'll cost you 100. I'll send you my Venmo. And Brandon Jackson dumps that one right on top of everything. That's going to get Monsta another run. Apologize. Monsta has only got 1 run, but Brandon Jackson adds another one to competitive edges total to bring it to 5-1. That's going to bring up Andy Filateo, who is putting on a base hitting clinic pretty much this weekend here in the major, just keeping it real simple in his game. Here we go. Here we go. This is run. We're going to have a replay of what happened 2 innings earlier. And here we go. And actually, Farron makes me look bad now. He tries to go to right center. He must have thought maybe he had a power bar or something like that. Mark had to step out for a minute. He jumped off the seat, and then he stepped out. As far as some of the folks in the chat are saying, a rather lackluster fare. Jeremy Yates lines went into right center, ran down Lindinsky. Good swing. Just adjust himself here.
Let me tell you, hats off to the umpire. Listen, I've been in a bunch of majors now. The umpires get an A.
They get an F from me.
I know, but they always get an F for you. But they get an A.
They have a foul out.
Second foul out.
Don't understand. I understand.
And drive it.
Yeah,
let's see where the softball gods puts that thing.
Doubles and the gaps are pretty cool, too.
I like doubles and gaps. You don't want to get into the 5th inning down 4 runs, so he's going to go swell up.
Exactly right.
And go steal, and go steal 2, which is huge.
Thank you, Jason Matusik. All the viewers at home, thank you for actually whacking one.
Yeah, absolutely.
With 2 out here, there's no harm in him taking a shot at the right field wall. And he doesn't. He's going to try and hit one 395. Dials in at about a solid 358. Jason's a spark plug, man. And the guy, I believe Jay's 42 years old, constant hustle all over the field, even as a catcher. He made a wonderful play the other day. So he's going to double here into left center. Probably single. Looks like he's just jogging it out with that bum leg he's got, this, unfortunately, for the tournament.
Still your leadoff hitter, in my opinion.
I don't disagree. As Logan Rogers tries to drive into right center, Steele Lewis is going to run it down. Branch is going to tag up because there's nothing in the world that's going to hold him back. He'll play with a half a leg on.
to tell us what Fluff Mutter is, and I would really like to.
That sounds like a nickname for somebody out of a trailer park.
Yep, oh.
Oh, rolled it over, but right through the 6-hole for a base hit. Going to be first and third is Mr. Branch. Oh, no, Mr. Branch read it. Sandbag did a little bit jogging to third and hustles home for another run for competitive edges.
And then the big boy coming up after him, try to get us 2 more runs.
Yeah, his Honeycutt's going to definitely take a whack at this here again.
Inside pitch.
Oh, my Atlanta mishit it. It's 600 feet, but it's going nowhere.
Well, Coach, you know.
See what Joe does here with 2 outs. Drives it out towards right. I think it's got enough, Coach. That's definitely got enough. Yeah.
Attaboy.
Exactly. We talked about him having excellent backside power. But that's his game. He's not prototypically a pull hitter. Will he play right side?
Yeah, and you know, he's able. There are some guys that want the ball outside so they can hit the ball outside.
A la Andrew Collins.
A la Andrew Collins. Don't pitch him outside. But some guys like the ball inside to be able to hit the ball opposite way because they actually take the hands in first. You know, most hated. But, you know, there's another ball.
Lendensky just went yard 2. Sure did.
Yes, he did.
And competitive edges tell the Monster, you don't feel like playing. We've had enough of playing with you. And jump out to a 9-3 lead here on 2 homers and some excellent hustle out of Jason Branch with 2.
To hitting it over the third baseman's head and hitting it. You know,
also illegal at the
Big John Williams. There you go. He tried to do it.
But Matuzik knew it was coming too.
Limitations I heard. No offense, anything I say here really won't.
Yeah, it's carte blanche.
That's carte blanche.
Carte Monster, brother.
Yeah, you know. Good hit here.
Look at
that.
It out. Flip it backside. Try something different.
Look at
5
EK.
miles of real estate, and we got ourselves a leadoff double here.
EK heard I was commentating. He was like, you know what, let me show Carucci I can play. Maybe he'll give me a call for next year.
Here, hopefully Magna can strike some life into the Monster dugout, and he tries to. Unfortunately for him, he just missed hit it a touch. It's going to fly out to Brennan Jackson, which should allow Canopy to absolutely tag up and get to third base with 1 out. Monster's just not clicking. I don't know. Patient call more than an actual call. A steal down promptly goes right at the umpire, as we alluded to earlier.
What the hell do I know?
Maybe they're on FCC delay down in the Monster dugout. 3 innings behind.
Coach, just an anomaly, and I know. Look at he goes, tries to pull it
down the line. You heard me. The FCC delay sped up it, but Brandon Jackson's going to catch a second out. Still Lewis is going to tag up and hustle in with a slide in the second base. I'm here.
At this point, if I was Sonny, I'd call timeout and go talk to their pitcher.
Oh, there you go. Vitzak believes that his last name was Matuzik for 5 seconds, and it's going to wrap up the inning with a lollygagger fly ball.
You want to ride your pitcher. I probably would have changed pitchers by now. Just to get him a different look, nothing against Vicak, and here's a long,
pitch
lazy.
Right there, got him to pop
absolutely.
Up.
And just to change up the pace a little bit, but this is huge.
Really good quality pitch by Vitzak.
Another good pitch.
Another good pitch, another miss hit. Matuzik should camp under that like it's an all-day affair. There it is.
Yep.
Out number 2, Mr. Branch in the box to see if he can't turn it over. But they got to figure it out, Monsters. Farron goes to 6-hole Fife backhand from the butt cheeks, throws it over wide as Farron Miller cruises into first. But that's still
1,000 coaches over there, so I don't even know who's the coach. But he's a veteran hitter, and now he drives the ball in the gap. Whether it tails into him or not, at least he's attempting to hit the gaps, hit places where they aren't.
This is the inning they need to go, because if they don't get it done here, this is a wrap. We don't even need this to announce the 7th. I can tell you the outcome.
And talking about pitchers doing well, today Don Larson hit of the Yankees, my team. That was a base hit right over by the umpire, but what the hell do I know? I don't really know anything.
Austin's got to remember he's a singles hitter, not a
why play for that guy? He's just a sponsor. He doesn't know anything. And he's going to get you on the back shoulder, or he's going to try to make you go after something short.
Jeremy H. touches one up the right center. It's going to run out of gas, maybe. Yeah, sure is. It's going to get caught out in right field here as Jeremy tried to get 2. Austin Dahl tag up and head into second base.
He needs to go to 240, flat out across the board, period, end of story. In my opinion, there's a hot shot over to second, moves over the runner, over to third.
Yeah, great. And we're moving runners.
Yeah, unfortunate field, and most of these teams are not just contributing that well.
Josh Feist goes ahead, and he's going to fly out the wrap-up Monster 6. Unfortunately, there's going to be another goose egg.
Well, Logan Rogers is leading off, Coach. This is huge for competitive edge. Get to 13. Sure. Get to 13.
Look for insurance runs. Line drive, hard left center.
Oh, boy.
Batusta took a bad route. That's going to lead to minimal 3 bases for Logan Rogers. We'll see if they're going to wheel him. Nope. Good move there with holding him up at third base. He's done an outstanding job.
Something's going over there, whether I don't know what's going on.
There's Irvine. Shopping at the gap. It's going to be 2 bags for Irvine. Another run in for competitive edge. And the fat lady is warming up.
Well, it wasn't home runs and 1,000 at-bats. But literally,
in 2,800 tournaments.
Yeah, in 2,800 tournaments. Went right side, hit the gap, and that was huge. You know,
Honeycutt lines out the right. Irvine will slide casually on over to third base.
I like this.
For a minute. I won't say the other whack game. Not allowed out here today. Here it is. Caden's going to get another run home, though.
Coach, you think
excellent job.
He better do that.
Real simple approach.
If you don't do that,
called. Let me tell you what the approach is. Surrender the me for the we.
Absolutely. Well, it's tough because when you need money and you want to get paid for softball because you need it, that won't get you the extra $5,000 you're going to beg a sponsor for. But for me, a guy like me, a program like MPT, if you don't do that, you know, a guy like John Williams or someone's going to take you and flip you upside down, throw you in a toilet in that dugout. That is the way to do it.
Yeah,
Coach,
Mitchell
you think
Lindensky back in the box here. Listen, I think it was a complete selfless approach. Yeah, he's trying to hit the right center gap. If I miss it, I'm still driving in a run. Now we're +7 heading to the bottom of 7th as it stands right this minute. Could be to +8 if Mitchell Lindensky decides to dial up long distance one time to see if he can phone a friend. But I'm going to tell you right now, Monster just go in the dugout, zip up the bat bags because that's the way it looks right this minute as Stephen Lloyd fields a softly hit ground ball. Casually, as you said, they're playing for outs. They're not playing against the runs. Playing for outs. Every out's important. Make the right throw. Matuzik line drive right center, tailing away from Lindensky. Off the Wilson sign is going to give Matuzik a minimum double. Looks like he's going to stretch out to third. He's feeling sprightly.
Hey, great. Hey, listen. I don't just peppering that 6-hole right now.
Mark Wigg does hit it well backside. This is his opportunity to come up as he pulls one to right field, but that's going to line right out. I believe that's a defensive replacement out there for competitive edge. But here goes Canopy, who mishits that one. Go back is the new right fielder, number 40. They got 2 outs here.
Coach, it is.
I mean, I understand Farron threw a tough pitch there, and it wasn't really relatively close to a no-hitter of the game. And there's Jeff Bloomer. What does he do? Oh, I'm going to hit it over here where there's 3,500 square feet of free room.
Yep.
Bloomer's hustling. I don't need to try and stretch anything to a triple for him. He's going to pull up at second base.
Feet in the batter's box. You could just move 6 inches back and go that side.
Steele Lewis bails and wails, and that's going to be caught. Yes, sir. That's going to wrap it up for Monster.
Well,
I don't think it was the game they were looking to have, but nonetheless, you had it, and now you're going home. And listen, no knock on Monster. They had a great year. They fall short, third place here this weekend with the way things went. Nothing to cry about. It's ultimately not the goal you wanted, but it's what you wound up with, as we're going to see competitive edge here in the finals versus MPT in the 2022 Men's Major World Series.
Hey, stay tuned. I think we're going to start at 8 on the dot, so I know it is about 40 minutes left to get going.
Get yourself a Fresca.
Yep.
Maybe grab a Kit Kat, some Cheetos, popcorn.
Yep.